Other uses for baby wipes. One example, a really good example to use baby wipes would be inside of a house when you're trying to clean up the walls from the dust, from the dirt. It's really such a benefit to get a lot of baby wipes and just the ones that are fragrance free without any scent, and just to wipe down every wall and everything that's really, really dusty and or dirty. The reason I'm using this example for the baby wipes is because they're not that expensive. Other wipes usually cost you, $4, $3.79, and of course those wipes, they're for the floor and they're for anything. And sometimes really people haven't really officially have anything specifically for wiping down like the house, the walls, as you would say. They have the Swiffer. They have those Swiffer refills and all kinds of other brand refills for the floor. But like for the walls of a house, especially like if it's an old house and it needs to be cleaned up, all the dust, all the dirt from the walls needs to be removed. The suggestion, the idea here is to use the baby wipes because they're not too expensive. For $2 at Walmart, there's a generic brand, Equate. You can get 80 wipes in a pack. And those wipes are scent free, so there's no scent. So that's really helps so much to wipe down any kind of dirt, any kind of dust off the walls. So if you bought like an old house and you need to like wipe it down, especially the walls, because I guess for the floor, everybody knows the Swiffer and the refills for the Swiffer and all that stuff. But this is for the walls of the house, and really in any other area that needs to be. There's somebody on the budget that needs a lot of wipes to if it's a big house, it becomes expensive if you decide to use the refills that fit on the Swiffer. But if you buy the pack of baby wipes from Walmart, the Equate brand, the 80 pieces in the package for $1.98 online. It really helps because you can save a lot of money and then wipe the whole house on the inside, all the walls. And anything else that's dirty needs to be wiped. They're perfect for it. They're perfect. And the house becomes really, really much, much cleaner. It's much cleaner. And after that, you can always, if anything else is needed, even after wiping, they can always kind of use something else. Just because after you wipe everything down, there's not too much left. There's not too much left of anything. So if anything, they can always use something else on top of that if they wanted to, or you can just leave it that way. Because technically, if you decide to use the Swiffer refill, for example, it's so much easier to use that after you're done wiping everything off with the wipes. So then you have really, really like 5% or 4% left or something. That's or maybe you got everything's clean and everything's good. But if it's not, there's just going to be a little bit left, and you can always just wipe that down with a few Swiffer refills. But the majority of everything that needs to be done is done with the wipes because they're not too expensive. Because you can get 80 pieces for $2. That means that's a lot of pieces there. So it's a good benefit. It's a good benefit for somebody on a budget to clean up their house if they bought an old house. And they need to make sure the walls are clean, all that dirt is off. The ceiling too. The ceiling, the same thing. Anything really that needs to be cleaned. Especially if it requires a lot of wipes. The cheap brand for $1.98 or for $2. It always helps to save the money and get everything cleaned. And once again, they can always use a few other refill brands after that, just to finish it up, because there's not much of anything left. So because then they don't have to use too many. So it's like if you have to use just 2 packages, if you bought like 50 packages of wipes and use them all up on the house, and then you have just a little bit left, well then you can just buy three packages of refills of the Swiffer refills and just finish it up, because there's not much to clean, but just to kind of even it out. Something like that, in a sense. Or maybe you can get everything done with the wipes. So they're a really, really good idea for cleaning the house. to save money and for manually to clean the house. Well, that's usually how everybody does it, manually. So yeah, so that's a huge tip there, huge benefit. So I'm just sharing to help anybody else out there that's in a budget that might have, bought an old house and clean it up and not sure how to do it, or we're wondering on the options. That's a really good option, just manually using those wipes to wipe everything down and throw it out, and it's clean, and you save a lot of money that way. Glory be to God. This is Mark V. Markov saying, God bless everyone.